Honorable Council members, my name is Lauren Walker. I'm 11 years old and a member of Apologia Church. I want to sincerely thank you for the time you have given me to speak today. I would like to begin by reminding you that there once was a time in American history when it was legal to own slaves, and racism was commonplace. Today we look back on that point in history and think, how could those people have treated other human beings who simply had a different color of skin with such abuse? There is also a time in American history when parents slaughtered their own children, and government did nothing about it. That time is now. People are slaughtering their own precious babies, and this council is doing absolutely nothing to stop it. There will be a time in human history when people are going to look at this moment with disgust and shame, just as we look back in repulsion on slavery and racism today. In fact, John Piper reveals that between 1882 and 1968, 3,446 black people were lynched in America. Today, more black babies are killed by abortionists every 3 days than all who were lynched in those years. And government is letting it happen. You should be concerned about the legacy you are leaving, but you should be even more concerned about how God is going to judge you on Judgment Day. He will judge you by his holy law, the 10 Commandments, the sixth one, which clearly states you shall not murder. Pastor and author David Platt warned us to, quote, remember God's character. He is the holy and righteous judge of all, and he hates injustice. He detests the taking of innocent life, and he is the judge of all who participate in it. God is the judge of mothers who have aborted babies, fathers who have encouraged abortion, grandparents who have supported abortion, and friends who have advised abortion. God is the judge of doctors who have performed abortions, leaders who have permitted abortions, pastors who have counseled people to have abortions, and legislators who have worked to make abortion possible. That includes each and every one of you. You will be judged for your inaction on that day, because doing nothing is actually doing something. So I urge you to stand against abortion, fight against it, do whatever is needed to ensure that Arizona State Law 13-3603 is enforced. Make Phoenix a sanctuary city for the unborn in order to follow the will of God. Consider the words of missionary C.T. Stud. Too long have we been waiting for one another to begin. The time for waiting is past. The hour of God has struck. War is declared. In God's holy name, let us rise and build. The God of heaven, he will fight for us as we for him. And the gates and minions of hell shall not prevail against us. So such men as we fear, I would like to ask you, council members, with this question. Who do you fear, man or God? God's word tells us in Luke 12, verse 5, but I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Thank you.